50 already for the Tigers. They're kicking to the scoreboard end in this opening quarter. So we welcome Kingy to the program this morning.
Hello, Toey.
This afternoon, in fact. I've only been awake a couple of minutes. Short passes in with us again as well as the ball goes up towards inside 50 again. Payne's got the footy, tries to duck and weave, couldn't come out with it, diving in there. Kremich comes out, gives it to Rogers. Rogers a sweeping handball, gave it to Armstrong now from half-back. Goes up the line into the centre of the ground, needs some support. Ricky Johnson gave a little handball over, went to Sean Clark, goes to Sammy Gertz, clearing handball now to Johnson. Another one back over to Wongarello, and the Tigers clear up towards the wing position. Hutchison in for the first game for a while today, kicks it up towards the forward line. Cleve tried to take the mark, couldn't take it. Rogers has got him covered. Little handball from Baker, gave it to Payne, and once again the Buds are able to work the ball out of the defensive zone. Defensive 50, members side of the ground, kick up the line there it was from Armstrong. It wasn't his best effort. It went over the line and out of bounds. And Sam Gertz will take the resultant free kick right in front of our commentary position. The Red Rooster Restaurant on wheels. Beau McMurray hasn't played a lot of footy this season, in for his first game for the year. So McMurray, one of 4 changes for the Tigers today, squares the ball up looking for Waddell. Set himself, couldn't take the mark. Ball hits the deck. Dromana with the numbers, comes out to Paul Minchington. Swings around onto the right. McMurray, does the ball sit for him? It does. He's got to go right foot, snap around the corner. He does. Missed it to the near side, through for a minor score. So Gav Artico said to McMurray before the start of the match, just make sure that you got plenty of puff for the entire match. Don't blow yourself out in the first 20 minutes, but he started well.
He has started well, Toey. Just movement around that forward line is creating space for his opponents to kick to him. And unfortunate then, but Bud's first score on the board.
Tigers, in fact, as the ball goes up towards the centre of the ground. Nobody can take the mark. The kick-in was a nice one. Picked up there by Clark it was. He kicked the ball up towards the 50-metre line. Plenty of run for the footy. Eventually it goes over the line and out of bounds. Reece Bancroft making sure that was the case. As Ongarello gives the ball back to the boundary umpire. So we're on the outer side of the ground. Dromana kicking to the scoreboard end in the opening quarter. They lead by a point as the ball goes to Ryan Wood. He can't get it. Rosebud with the numbers back. It's Chris Rogers. Gets it now. Kicks it up there towards half-back. Needs the ball to sit in the perfect position there with Sean Clark, and he took a nice mark. Goes into the centre of the ground looking for Hutchison. He left it, gave it to Ricky Johnson, who's got the ball in the centre. So Ricky Johnson, one of the players, we're keeping a track of him today. No, we're not. He kicks the ball up towards the 50-metre line. Rosebud with the numbers. McMurray over the back. Gormley's got it now. Gives a little handball off. Put Hunter under pressure. Banks. Toby it is. Right foot snap around the corner was a ripper. He kicked 5 or 6 goals in the reserves last week, and he draws first blood for the Tigers today. They lead 1-1-7. Rosebud yet to score.
Interesting start of the game, Toey, with the Tigers just with most of the possession. It's not as though the Buds aren't working hard. It just seems that their Dromana's movement around the ball's just a little bit more impressive than the Buds. So it's going to be an interesting game, Toey.
Yeah, it is. So Brenton Payne is in the middle. Ryan Spooner's in the middle of the ground. He got knocked out last week. I wasn't expecting him to play today, but he's certainly out there this afternoon. Luke O'Neill in the ruck. Paul Lewis didn't play last week, but he's back in the side. The ball goes up. Bancroft came off the line hard. Payne it was. He caught one in the eye. And he just comes out of that pack a little bit ginger. Might have been a bit of a head clash. That being Matthew Payne, of course. His brother Brenton also plays for the Buds. Terrific player, team of the year, league medal winner as the ball comes down to that player now. It was Brenton Payne. McDonald kicked it up there towards half forward. Davidge has got to go. Great work there by Gertz. Gertz kicks it up towards the wing position, going back with a flight of it, taking a good mark. There is Wood. So Jared Wood's got the ball. Wing position, members side. Not quite sure where to go to. Artico barking some instructions from the boundary line. Didn't get what he wanted, so he kicks the ball up there towards Hutchison. It's Waddell, in fact. Waddell. He goes and sweeps onto that right foot, kicks it up there towards the goals. It wasn't a great kick, a waste, in fact. And the ball hits the point post left-hand side and in the left forward pocket. The Buds need to defend hard here. Dromana well in attack.
I think that ball carried just a bit, Toey, because he wasn't. I don't think he was expecting to kick it that far. He was just trying to kick it into space, I think.
Certainly a wind advantage, according to Kingy, to that end of the ground. The ball's going to that left forward pocket as Lewis came out. Going hard there was Baker. Bancroft now for the Buds. Sweeping handball to Matty Payne's got the ball on the wing position out of side. Needs to be a great kick. It was, as you heard Short Pass say. Ben Schultz came out and took the mark. Plays on. Kicks the ball inside 50. Wants Davidge, but there he is. Christian Ongarello took the mark. And it was a lovely contested mark inside defensive 50. Goes in short, finds Sean Clark, underrated player in this Dromana side. He's got the ball. Still probably 40 metres out from Rosebud's goal. He decides to go to the outer side of the ground. Wasn't his greatest kicks. Picked up there by Jarman. Jarman gave it out to Rose. Rose goes in short, looking for Baker. Couldn't take the mark. Getting back there, Ricky Johnson. He's got plenty of players in support. There he is, Chingalee. He's got the ball. Daniel Lee now tried to sell some candy. Was held and overcooked the footy. And just tried to do too much on that occasion. And Boyington will take the resultant free kick. Glenn Boyington. Left forward pocket for the Buds. He'll be kicking into the breeze. Won't be an easy kick from here. Coming in now, wearing the long sleeves today, Boyo. Has a shot for goal. Makes the umpire do some work. Spreads it across the other side of the ground. Jay Naratsoglu takes an uncontested mark in the end. Gives it off there to Minchington. Minchington to Wheeler. Wheeler gives another handball off and they work the ball out there through Hutchison. Kicks the ball up towards the half-forward line. No one home. And eventually the ball rolls over the line and out of bounds. So the Tigers doing all the attacking. We've played about 7 minutes in this opening quarter. Dromana 1-1-7. Rosebud yet to score. That is on your Community Bank, Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Best on ground today, pest free. And we'll be going to pest free 2 for the stats. The Kingmeister, Kingy will be providing us with all the rodents today. We'll be referring to the stats as rodents. Thanks to pest free. As the ball goes up towards the forward line again for Dromana, but chipping in, taking the mark there was Armstrong. Goes short, finds Aaron Rose. Defensive 50, members side of the ground, goes up the line. Baker comes out, needs to protect his teammate there, Mulcair. He's into the side today for the Buds. Dromana's got the numbers. Members wing. Goes up towards half forward. Waddell sits under it. Couldn't take the mark. Good defensive work there by Rogers. Little quick kick came out there from Spooner. Falconer. He was like a Big Mac truck then getting to that footy. Took him a long time as Brenton Payne grabs it. Sold some candy. Gave it to Rose. Rose back to Payne. Payne gives a little handball off. Goes to Mulcair. Got himself into some trouble eventually. It's a free kick. No. The umpire came in and...
no pride, Toey.
So up they go. Falconer, Gormley gets tackled, gets the ball out, gives it to Wheeler. He's a jet, this bloke. Kicks it up there towards half forward. Great kick it was on the left foot. And Daniel Waddell takes the mark out in front of his opponent there in Baker. Or Rogers, I think it is, with the sticky tape around the head, just making sure that the ears are pinned to the side of the cranium. And Daniel Waddell will line up for his first goal this afternoon. As I said, we've played about 8.5 minutes in the opening quarter. Dromana 1-1-7. The visitors' Rosebud yet to score. That is on your Community Bank, Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Waddell just with the one step, but it was nice. It got the desired result. It's a goal to the Tigers. They've moved on to 2 goals, 1-13. Rosebud yet to score. You're listening to RPP, the voice of Peninsula football.
Brooke Hanson, gold medal swimmer and victim of electric shock.
In 2007, I suffered a severe electric shock in a workplace accident, something I never want to experience again. I am now committed to electrical safety in the workplace and the services provided by Jim's Test and Tag. Jim's Test and Tag will test your workplace electrical equipment for faults and assist with your compliance to OH&S.
Jim's Test and Tag.
Gold medalist in electrical safety.
Call 131-JIM, that's 131-546, or log on to jimstestandtag.com.
Back in the centre of the ground, Lee got a little handball out towards Hutchison. He just tried to tap it forward to himself. Lee gets it again. Handball's out. Wasn't his greatest effort. Bancroft grabs it, gave it to Lewis, the ruckman. He was tackled by his opposing ruckman. Kick was short there to Gormley. He's usually magical in these situations. Gormley runs into an open goal and sprays it. He was only 10 metres out, directly in front. Pushed it across. 2-2-14 Dromana. Rosebud yet to score. Thanks to Kingy, how many pests and rodents for Paul Minchington in this early stage of the game?
Paul Minchington's had 2 for for the start of this game. Highest for Dromana is Dan Gormley and Terry Wheeler. Rosebud, Matt Payne's got 4.
Oh, so Payne has got... we're following a number of players this afternoon. You heard a couple of them. Brent and... it's Giarusso, in fact. A little handball out was good. That's Matty Payne, or Brenton Payne it was on that occasion. He got a handball out. Ball goes inside 50. Rosebud trying to work it out. Aaron Rose tackled there by Banks, but he got his kick. Gives it out there towards Baker. Kicks it up the line towards the wing position. That's Brenton. It's Matty Payne, in fact, on the outer wing trying to keep the footy in, but eventually the ball goes over the line and out of bounds.
Tigers midfield pressure at the moment from their back line's just been, from their forward line. Rosebud finding it very difficult to get it out.
They are, as Lewis got a convincing tap out. Schultz, he's a long way from home. He's up on the wing position at the moment, just trying to get some numbers down there as Giarusso gets it. His kick was smothered off the boot. Gets it again, gets a little handball out, working hard in and under. Comes out there towards Jarman. Jarman goes up the line. That's a lovely kick, and he finds Bancroft there on the wing for the Buds. How many inside 50s in this opening term?
Dromana's had 10 already to Rosebud's 2.
So there's the dominance there for the Tigers early in this game. We've played almost 12 minutes. Boundary throw in, wing position, outer side of the ground. Dromana are kicking with what we believe a couple of goal breeze in this opening quarter as Adam Hunter unloads from half back. Gets plenty of purchase on the footy. Ball spills over the back. Kremich, he's got Gormley to beat. Gormley tackled him, gave it to Banks. Banks with a sweeping handball, gave it to Waddell. Waddell gives it to Murray. Wasn't a great handball. Murray, can he pick it up? He can't. Trying to work the ball. Great work there by Aaron Rose to rough him up and to hold him up. And Waddell slaps his arms and slaps his legs. He's not happy with himself, and he shouldn't be because the handball was poor to McMurray running into an open goal.
Just didn't follow up with the Shepherd either, Toe. He gave it off and, no follow-up with the Shepherd.
There he is again. That's Payne. Brenton Payne, of course, kicks it out to the outer side of the ground. Foot races on. Minchington gets it. Needs some support. Gets Ongarello. Gives it back to Minchington. Sloppy handball again.
Oh,
they
that's hard at the ball.
cleaned up. Schultz has got one in the face as well as a result of that. So keep an eye on that one as Adam Hunter does the cleaning up across half back. Usually a beautiful kick. This time no exception. Kicked it down the throat of Brunn. So Anthony Brunn's got the ball on 50, goes in short, looking for Wheeler. Wheeler's got to go. No, Cleve chips in and takes the mark, the big fella. Big Stuart Cleve. He's got better and better every week since crossing from Noble Park. And he'll line up for goal about 40 metres out directly in front.
Great mark by Cleve, Toe. He just put those mitts up. He'd be, 6'5"? He's a big boy.
He is. So Stuart Cleve comes in, needs to kick this one. Umpire doesn't move. Gormley claps his hands in the goal square. He likes it. And the Tigers get their third. 3 goals to 20. Rosebud yet to score. That's on your Community Bank. The Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Pest-free statistics. Inside 50s. Let's get those again from Kingy.
Dromana's got 12 to Rosebud's 2 still. Clearances, 2 for Dromana and 3 for Rosebud.
So working well, as you would expect in those clinches there. Rosebud, very good midfield. Brenton Payne's in there. Boynton's in there. Spooner's in there. Lewis will do the ruck. Up against Falconer, Wheeler, Wood and Hunter. As the ball goes up, Adam Hunter has been terrific so far, but Lewis was able to shark it, gave it to Payne, kicked it up towards full forward. David should have taken that mark. Ongarello at the fall, the ball was good. Jay Naratsaglu tried to sell some candy, couldn't. Chipping in there was Michael Hunter. Good work there by Clark. Got his foot to it. Good tackle there by Bancroft. Diving in under it there was good work, Sammy Gertz. Could have got one in the back. Umpire said no. Right forward pocket for the Buds. There'll be a ball up. So we've played 14 minutes in the opening quarter. Right up against the boundary line we are here. Up they go. Falconer kept it in. Got one across the chops. Umpire said no. Good work there. Handball out. Comes to Baker. Snatched there by Ricky J. Just tucked the footy under the arm. Gets a handball over there to Hunter. Slocum gets it. Sweeping handball there to Wood. A little bit scrappy there from Wood. Adam Hunter was able to mop up. Handball out went to Brunn. Brunn to Wood. Wood's got to run onto it. Slocum's there as well. Slocum with a sweeping handball went to McMurray. Up against Rose. This will be a nice battle. Rose got it. Half back. Swarmed upon there by Toby Banks. Terrific work there. Defensive pressure from the forwards from Dromana. And Toby Banks laid a big tackle, but good work there by Aaron Rose in the one-on-one contest there with McMurray. As Falconer grabs it, the umpire's found a free kick. Free kick for holding off the footy. It's going to Falconer against Lewis. And Michael Falconer will take the free kick. Everyone perplexed. Michael Falconer's surely not sure why he's getting the free kick. Paul Lewis is bemused, not quite sure either, as Falconer kicks the ball inside 50. Brun, he goes for the ball. Good work there by Lockie Armstrong. Toby Banks at the fall of the ball. Gormley's there. Minchington's there as well. He's got it now. Handball out was good to Brun. Brun sweeping handball to Wood. Back to Brun. No, he decided to go back to Gertz. Gertz kicks the ball inside 50. Wheeler almost over the back against Rose. Copped the ball in. Handball out was terrific. Waddell left foot snap, sprayed it across the face. Good work there by Terry Wheeler to keep that footy alive. And the ball goes through for a minor score, so they move on to 3-3-21. Dromana. Rosebud yet to score. Pest-free statistics. How many for Paul Minchington? Kingy?
Paul Minchington's had 4, so has Dan Gormley and Terry Wheeler.
Who else are we following?
For Dromana, also Toby Banks and Christian Ongarello. For Rosebud, we've got Matt Payne, Glenn Boyington, Ryan Spooner, Brad McDonald and Brenton Payne.
So McDonald needs to start getting his hands on the footy. Just one for him, Kingy.
Yep.
That's thanks to Pest Freeze. The ball goes up towards full forward. That's terrific work there. Brenton Payne took a contested mark, goes in short. Wasn't his greatest kick. Minchington sold some candy, sold some more. Gets onto the left foot. Terrific kick. Look at Wheeler. He's got the sit. Couldn't take the mark. Waddell for the footy. Right foot snap. He's got 2. Great work there from the Tigers, doing as they like at the moment. They move on to 4 goals, 3-27. Rosebud yet to score. We've played 17 minutes. You're listening to RPP, the voice of Peninsula football.
When you're working in the garden, you need tough, reliable tools that won't let you down. That's why Hastings mowers stock quality brands like Honda, Echo, Toro, Cox, Husqvarna and Shindaiwa. With a huge range of mowers, brush cutters, chainsaws, shredders, pumps and generators in store. For quality equipment and excellent service, call into our sponsor Hastings Mowers Superstore at 2013 Frankston Flinders Road, Hastings.
RPPFM sponsor.
Back in the centre of the ground. Someone's knocked off the footy. I think I can see them running up Arthur's seat as we speak, short pass. So, yeah, they are. Got the red vest on, the yellow vest, with the Ross Faulkner clean under the arm and doing the Arthur's seat run they are.
Well, I think, Towie, they're going up to protest about no tip.
No what?
No tip.
Tip, with a
Tip.
P.
With a P.
Right.
No tip.
I thought that's what you said. I'll be quite happy to see lots of tips around here if you can. If anyone wants.
It's a bit cold.
It is a lot bit cold as Luke O'Neill's got it, kicks the ball out wide to half forward. Oh, no one wanted the footy. Slocum. He robs Rose, then Rose robs Slocum as the ball's at half forward. Bo McMurray goes for it.
In the back.
Almost got one in the back there. Slugger Ryan Slocum. They dive on top of it. The umpire just letting it go, which is nice to see.
It is good to see, Towie. There's a few decisions that he should have called at the moment.
Not too sure about the fluorescent boots there from the Dromana player either, Cade Williams. If it was a night match, they'd be perfect because you'd see him in the night, but it's a day match at the moment. As Matty Payne goes in hard, they dive on top of it. The umpire again letting things go, allowing the players to try and get it out. And they are some sort of boots there from Cade Williams. And used to play for Dromana, of course. Got the clearance over to Rosebud's. Been a fine player for them since going into the side. Really adds some grunt for them as the ball goes up towards the wing position. That's terrific work there by Gormley. Little chip out was good. Gave it to Minchington. Not sure it got the required distance. It went about 1.5 metres, but wasn't greatest kick either there from Paul Minchington. Just cough it up at the moment, frustrating the coach. Ryan Spooner, the skipper for Rosebud's, got it. Goes in short, gives it to Kremich. Kremich has got Lockie Armstrong. He goes in short instead and finds Matty Payne. So Matty Payne's got the ball, defensive 50, member side of the ground. He wants to go short. They play this tempo footy. Good work there. Stood his ground was Bancroft, and Reece Bancroft's got the ball. Still at half back, member side. They need to go long now. They do go up the line. Armstrong versus Gormley. Gormley went from behind with the punch. Spooner at the fall of the ball. Got the ball down. Gormley gets it. Sweeping handball was a nice one there to Ricky Johnson. Goes in short. Shocking kick down the throat of Payne. That's Maddie. Kicks the ball up the line. Naratsaglu versus Schultz. Naratsaglu got it. Took the head high. Umpire said you duck, play on. Comes down towards Rose. Good tackle there by Adam Hunter. Giarusso's in there for Rosebud. Jay Naratsaglu comes in to lend a hand. They dive on top of the footy now. It's a stalemate. And the umpire will come in and bounce inside Rosebud's 50. How many inside 50s for Rosebud thanks to Pest Free?
Rosebud's had 4 and Dromana's had 17.
Well, there you go, the story. So 17 inside 50s for just the 7 scoring shots. So they'd like their conversion to be a little bit better than that. The umpire's found a free kick. It's going Rosebud's way.
Schultz.
And it's going down there. It's Baker.
Baker.
And he was terrific last week, was Tom Baker. He rucked all afternoon in the absence of Paul Lewis, but he's found himself forward today. And he's having a shot for goal. He's about 40 metres out. He'll be kicking into a bit of a breeze.
I think it's going to be a bit swirly, Towie, so it's going to be a difficult kick, I think, mate.
Yeah, well, he needs to kick it, though. So Baker comes in. Wasn't the greatest kick. Look at it, just hold up in the breeze. It's like a boomerang. He almost marked it himself again as Lee. The umpire's found a free kick. Play on. Advantage called. A short pass called it. Kicks it up there towards Cleve on the wing position. Needs some support. Brun's in there. Armstrong in there as well. Ball goes to the back. Picking it up there is Jarman. Right foot snap around the corner. Kicks it up there towards half forward for the Buds. O'Neill could have got into the back of his opponent eventually. Comes down to Spooner. Spooner to McDonald. McDonald just whacks it on the boot. Goes up there towards Brenton Payne. He couldn't get a clear run of it.
Footy.
Great work there by Clark. Punched it forward to the wing position. Jarman fends off Hunter. Was terrific. Kicks it up there towards half forward. Big Lukey O'Neill. He tried to barge his way through. Thought he was a rover. And mustn't have looked at himself in the mirror this morning because when he looks in the mirror, he can't see his own head. He's that big. Massive individual.
Massive.
As the ball's thumped there by McDonald, comes down towards Adam Hunter. Geez, that was sensational work. Goes to Brun. Umpire said he threw the ball. Can't handball with one hand. Armstrong gets it. Handball to Jarman. Jarman kicks it inside 50. Terrible kick. Use moving forward is shocking from Rosebud at the moment, and Ricky Johnson took an uncontested mark. Goes in short, Hunter. Hunter sweeping handball finds Gormley, centre of the ground. Little short kick, gives it to Waddell. Got a little nudge in the back there. That was from Matty Baker. Ball's in the pocket. Cremich has got some work to do. Toby Banks laid the tackle, and eventually he kicked it out of bounds on the full. Bit of how do you do going out there too. Waddell just shuffling around. The umpire's found a free kick. It's going to Dromana. They've got the free kick anyway. The umpire, what are you doing? Because it's they've got the free kick anyway because it was out in the full ump. No,
it's gone to Rosebud.
Turned it to Rosebud. So Rosebud had got the free kick. Kicks it up towards the wing position. Baker was in front. Should be paid the mark. O'Neill wants to claim it. But no, he's called it a 0-0 draw. The ball's going over the boundary line and there'll be a boundary throw-in out of side wing position.
Baker clearly in front then, first hands on the ball. Should have been paid that mark, Towie. That would have been a great confidence boost for Rosebud, unfortunately.
There we go. The house on the back of that boundary line. People just sitting in the window watching the footy. Got a prime vision over there. They have, yes, just waving they are to us now, listening to the radio.
Absolutely.
As Payne kicks the ball out towards the wing position, gave Schultz a lot of work to do. It wasn't his greatest kick there, was Brenton Payne. And it went out of bounds on the full, so Naratsaglu gets the free kick, kicks it up there towards the wing position. Minchington was caught out. Ball's pumped over the boundary line and out of bounds.
Should have been in the back to Minchington then, just riding someone into the ground, Towie. Should have been a free kick to Rosebud.
So somebody's down there, just taking a little while to get up. I reckon it might be Anthony Brun. They don't want him to be going down anytime soon.
No, the trainer's out to
very
him.
Ginger.
Knee Kingy?
Yeah, looks like it.
So, bit of sun coming out, Towie.
Yes, it's very nice.
Good to see. Bit glary.
Might get the gear off at quarter time, take the deck chair out, bit of refoil.
I don't know about that. Bit of refoil.
Bit of refoil.
In the summertime.
As the ball comes back into play, good work there by was Brenton Payne who actually got the tap out. Goes towards Daniel Lee, kicked it up The line went about 25 metres and eventually goes over the line out of bounds. Anthony Brunny cannot put any weight on his...
at all. He's hurting, Towie.
He is, and that's one player that they can ill afford to not be playing finals footy. So he goes off the ground. And it'll be interesting to see what sort of work they do on him
Hunter's
during the
coming
break.
back on.
Crashing through. Terrific work. Comes there towards Clark. Clark, left foot kick around the corner. Who can get it? Rosebud got some numbers there. The ball spills to
Bad
Adele at
bounce.
the back. A little left foot kick there from Clark. I reckon he might have kicked it,
I
Sean
think so.
Clark. That was
He has.
woeful defensive work there by the Buds, which allows Dromana to kick goal number 5, 5-3-33. Rosebud yet to score. We've played 26 minutes into the opening quarter.
Towie, Rosebud's being... Look, they're contesting the ball. It's just not working for them. When the ball comes to ground, Dromana's little guys are just able to scrum that ball up and move it quickly. Unfortunately for Rosebud at the moment, they're just not moving the ball quick enough, which I know they like to just control the pace. But Dromana's just being able to move it so quickly around the ground. Fantastic footy.
So we're back in the centre of the ground again. Up they go. Falconer, he got the decisive tap again. Daniel Lee attacking the footy hard. There's Brenton Payne again. Gave it over there to his teammate in Chris Jew. He needs to get into the game as well. Good work there by Wood. No, it's Ricky Johnson. Sweeping handball there to Ongarello. They work nicely down there. Oh, there's the trainer. He just went arse over. And that was very, very funny. It was extremely funny watching the little man go over. He somersaulted and...
I miss the good ones, Towie.
Oh, it was hilarious.
Devastated.
Did a triple barrel roll.
Triple barrel.
It was fantastic. He's
Well.
going that quick, just trying to get out of... And Sean Clarence just told us, the assistant coach there for Dromana, that he's okay. Anthony Bruns just given the thumbs up. So that is some good news.
Ankle, I think he pointed to, didn't he?
Ankle. So he didn't put any weight on it at all. And they might just ice him for the rest of the game. There'll be no point whatsoever in getting him back on the ground.
Definitely not, Towie. Wouldn't want to risk Brun. Good player.
Unless they get short on the bench. But what's going on here? There's a bit of stopping play, is there? Blood rule or something going on, Kingy?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so
Been
coming onto the ground, Brenton pulling, but they've got the ball in the middle of the ground. The Buds kicks it up there towards half forward. Coming out there was Gormley, sold some candy, gave it to Michael Hunter, gave it to Ongarello, back to Michael Hunter, runs his full distance, kicks it inside 50.
Great
Banks
pick-up.
was terrific. Toby Banks, right foot snap, it's coming around. I reckon he might have kicked it. He has. No. Through for a minor score, just keeping everybody excited.
Absolutely on the edge of the seat.
5-4-34. Rosebud yet to trouble the scoreboard attendant. Pest freeze. How many rodents for Dan Gormley?
Dan Gormley has had 8 rodents.
8 rodents. Thanks to Pest Free as Payne, Matty Payne kicks it up there towards the wing position, gives it to Armstrong. Armstrong, a little one was nice. Schultz has got it now. He's too far out to score.
He is.
55
No one's there
out.
for him.
No one, not working hard enough at the moment, the Buds.
Nah, they're not, Towie.
He's going to have to go short, goes to Spooner. He got some attention there from Gormley, was good, but Spooner took the mark, gave
Plays
a little
on.
one off there. Payne, Matty Payne goes for goal. Ball sits up. McDonald. Was it McDonald? I'm not sure if it was. It wasn't, in fact. It was Daniel O'Hare. And by that on his whisker, wasn't able to take the mark. Left forward pocket for the Buds. Ball gets thrown in. Lewis, little one over the back. Going hard at the footy there was Naratsaglu. Kicked it, was clearing. Can the ball sit and wait there for Minchington? He'll be happy to see the boundary line. Bancroft's with him. Lost his feet. Minchington, Bancroft's got it, gave it to Matty Payne, sold some candy, gets on the left, kicks it to Schultz, chipping in on Garello, third man up, was superb. Swings it wide, goes to Gertz, was nice. Sammy Gertz has got Gormley, doesn't want to go there, he's looking inside, he's got Hutchison short, goes to Gormley now, was a lovely kick, lovely way to kick, good work by Gormley to continue to keep working, it's his shin in fact. So he's got one in the shin there is Anthony Brun and just getting some blood through it now. Great work, Toby Banks. Comes up, led hard, took the mark in the centre of the ground. Wants Waddell. Waddell comes out from full forward. Baker's with him. Good
Great
work there
defence
by
by
Baker.
Yep.
It was. There he is again. Matty Payne. How many for Matty Payne now? How many rodents for Matty Payne? Thanks to Pest Free.
Matty Payne's had 10.
10 for Matty Payne. Kingy
10
doing
rodents.
some wonderful work at the moment. Kicks it up there towards Falconer.
Falconer.
Jeez, somebody put some soap on that footy. He couldn't mark it as the ball goes deep into attack again, but getting back there is
Move it
Lockie
on.
Armstrong. Does so now. Short pass was good. Gave it to Chris Jew. Jew's not too sure what to do with it. Grabs the ball, kicks it up towards the centre of the ground. Johnson versus Spooner.
Oh, too
Spooner
easy,
didn't even
Spooner.
watch the footy. And there's the siren, I
Siren
think.
for the
Ricky
first
J.
quarter.
He's going to unload with the Baz. He's going to unload with the Baz. He's got the ball. He would be 80 metres out from goal.
I'd say
got the
75,
wind.
Toe. He has got the win, Kingy. You're right.
So
It's gonna
Ricky
be
Johnson unloads with the barrel.
That's
Went
a
about-
torpedo.
It went at least 70 metres, just couldn't get the additional 10.
That was a missile.
It was Dromana quarter time, 5-4, 34. Rosebud yet to score. We'll go to a break. We'll be back with the quarter time wrap. You're listening to RPP. We are the voice of Peninsula footy.
Benny go back, I think.
I
just
think they
rightly.
might be. We're back in the centre of the ground again. And up they go. Can Rosebud kick the first goal of this second quarter and get up and away? They need to. As Wood, little fresh airy
footy,
there
yeah.
was by who is it? It's McMurray, in fact. He got a handball out, which was good. He gave it to Slocum, who kicked it up towards the 50-metre line. Toby Banks is just providing some shepherding there for Hunter. He's got some support. It's Ricky Johnson. Gets onto that favourable left foot. Goes up towards full forward.
Jeez, didn't that
Forwards
ball
need
drop?
to stay in front. There's Toby Banks again. Left foot snap around the corner.
Miss.
Couldn't bring it back enough. Through for a minor score. So they move on to 5-5, 35. Rosebud yet to score. Toby Banks already kicked one this afternoon. He kicked the opening goal of the
Did
game,
kick
in
the
fact.
opening goal.
And the Buds will bring the ball back into play. Straight down the guts will be the order of the day here, I would imagine,
Well,
as
the
Payne
numbers are
just
around.
unloads. That ball has gone 70. Ongarello charged out, couldn't take the mark. Ball kicked up there towards half forward. Sam Gertz should have taken that mark. Goes for a little handball out now. Comes there towards Armstrong. Armstrong gave it to Baker. Baker almost overcooked it. Gave it there to Paul
bang!
McDonald. He gets Paul
Gone.
back. Great work there by Ongarello to lay that tackle. Looking for the free kick. Umpire said no prior opportunity. Ball was held to him. So we'll ball the ball up. Half forward line for the Buds. They haven't scored in this match. We've played a minute and a half into the second quarter. Going hard at the footy there was Chris Jew. Finally it spilt out. Gave it to Brenton Payne. Eventually picked up there by Wheeler. Wheeler kicks the ball for Dromana up towards the 50-metre line. Banks wasn't in a good position. Good work there by Jarman. Jarman for Rosebud. Kicks it around the corner up towards the wing position. Johnson versus Baker. Baker was good on that occasion. Gave it to Lewis. Back to Baker. Baker's got the ball. Sold some candy. Kicked it towards half forward. He's got to go. At the back of the pack there was Armstrong. Couldn't take the mark. Boynton, he went in hard as you would expect, dives on top of it. Umpire said he had no prior opportunity. We'll ball the ball up half forward line for the Buds.
Well, that's a really good start for Rosebud. That's they're just about to go, King inside 50 for the second time already this quarter, so good signs.
Looking for a free kick for pushing the back. Umpire said, I'm not sucking in for that one as Jarman goes around the corner.
Oh,
That was a
great
lovely
mark.
kick. Taked it there by Matty Payne. Looking for a 50-metre
50.
penalty. He talked the umpire into that one. He took the mark and it was thumped out of his hands, and the umpire will take him to the point of the square, just what the Buds need in the opening minutes of this second quarter. So it's Matty Payne. Feel free to come in whenever you like as Matty Payne comes in, kicks the goal from directly in front, and the Buds are finally on the board. They've kicked their first on the Your Community Bank scoreboard. Bendigo Bank, of course, 5-5-35. Rosebud 1 straight 6.
35.
Yeah, 35.
35. Just, look, I don't think as a result of that goal it's going to do much for Rosebud's spirits, but hopefully it does because, Dromana absolutely taking off with play at the moment. So hopefully it lifts the spirits of the Buds and they can go ahead and kick another goal after this.
Not good news down here on the boundary line either. I noticed Paul Minchington's got his left leg very, very, very heavily strapped, and he's got the jacket on as well.
yeah.
So That's not good news for the Dromana boys if he's already got his knee strapped and he's standing up and there's no issue there. There's no ice on it, so he might have just tweaked it. Anthony Brunn's up and about too, so he's coming back on the ground. That's great news for Dromana.
Yeah.
And the free kick, this is good news for Rosebud too, because Glenn Boynton's got the ball at half forward. He's been given a free kick. He wants to go short. He's going to unload, in fact. Gets a big run up, kicks the ball. That's a shocking kick off the boot. The idea was right, to get some purchase on the pill, but he kicked the ball out of bounds on the full, and Jane Aratsuglu will take the resultant free kick. Right forward, right defensive pocket, member side. Rosebud kicking with a 2 or 3 goal breeze, we suspect, in this second quarter. Kicking towards the scoreboard end. That's the York Community Bank Bendigo Bank scoreboard. As the ball goes up there towards the wing position, Ongarello just sticks the afterburners on the wing position. Decides to have a bounce. Keeps running. Kicks the ball inside 50 now. Needs somebody to take a mark. Banks at the fall. The ball was good. Gave it to Wheeler. He spilt it. Got one around the neck. Umpire said play on Banks. He gets besieged upon.
He did.
Great tackling there. Got the ball out to Hutchison. Hutchison goes backwards to Wood. Wood goes in short and finds Clark about 40 metres out directly in front.
Just Clark out by himself then, Towie. Just a little bit too easy for the Tigers then. Obviously, the Buds putting a lot of pressure on, especially in their defence. But, just too easy for for Tigers.
So Sean Clark has already kicked 1 goal this afternoon. He kicked their last goal, in fact, goal number 5 of the match. And he will come in for goal. He's about 40 metres out directly in front. Geez, that's a beautiful kick of the footy. And he's kicked the goal. He's kicked goal number 2 for himself. He's kicked goal number 6 for Dromana. They move on to 6-5, 41. Rosebud 1 straight 6. Not what Rosebud needed.
Nah, not at all, Towie. Absolutely not at all. Now, Rosebud need to take advantage of the wind here, and of course Dromana's just got all the play at the moment, so they have improved their inside. The Buds have improved their inside 50s, but Schultz just doesn't seem to be too up and about today, which is going to hurt the Buds. So he needs to lift, and we'll see what happens.
Anthony Brunn's just come back onto the ground after
great news, Kingy.
Shin.
Yeah, great work there by Kingy. Been watching him as the ball goes up towards half forward. Armstrong, he got the little handball out for the Buds. They're in attack. Oh, it was a kick off the ground. Wasn't great. Sean Clark still playing across half back. He's kicked 2 goals. Just shows how dangerous he is. Ongarello it is. No, it's Wheeler. Gets the ball on the left foot. Kicks it up the line. Gormley's got to go. Comes out, meets it beautifully there. Gets onto the left foot. Minchington, the knee looks all right to me. As Mitcho kicks the ball up towards half forward. Brun came out, chopped off there, as short pass said, by Rogers. Rogers kicks it to the centre of the ground. You've got to punch in that position there, O'Neill. O'Neill's been caught out twice now from behind, and he's tried to take the mark both times. He's been caught out as Naratsuglu takes the mark in front of Schultz, so he's giving him a bath at the moment. Schultz can't get near it. Best defender in the game, or certainly the best full-back in the game, is Jane Naratsuglu. Great work there by Waddell. Sweeping handball there to Hutchison. Needs some support. Gives it to Wheeler. Wheeler's got to go backwards as well. Better work there by Luke O'Neill on that occasion. Great work too by McMurray. Sold some candy. Kicked it to Brun. And Anthony Brun takes the mark in front of Brenton Davidge, who's found himself as a defender. So Davidge has gone defence and Armstrong's gone forward, which is Armstrong was terrific in that opening quarter playing across half back. Maybe Armstrong just likes the scoreboard end of this ground. He'll just play 4 quarters all at the one end.
That brings me back to junior footy,
It does, as Anthony Brun has a shot for goal, and he likes it. He likes it off the boot, Anthony Brun. He's kicked his first goal this afternoon, so when we thought he came off with an ankle or a knee, it was a hit to the shin, and he's back on the ground. We also had some concerns for Paul Minchington.
But also back on the ground,
Also back on the ground as well.
Moving freely, running nicely.
He is. So great work there. They've kicked...
What do they kick, Towie?
They've kicked 7. They've kicked 7 of 8 goals in this match. 7-5, 47 to 1 straight 6. We've played 8 minutes in the second quarter. Is good work there by Matty Payne. How many rodents for Matty Payne as he gets another handball?
Matty Payne's had 13.
13 possessions for him. Paul McDonald, he needs to get a hurry on. How many rodents for McDonald?
Well, Brad McDonald's had 3.
Right, who did I say? Ronald?
Paul.
All right, his brother Paul plays for Somerville. And the ball goes over, and he's ex-Somerville. So I'm sorry, but I get a little confused sometimes.
That's okay.
So
There's been a free kick here,
there has.
Towie.
It's going to Schultz. So not sure about that one.
No, the umpire indicated a hold.
A hold?
Yeah.
So not sure about it. But Schultz has got the free kick directly in front. He's about 20 metres out. Rosebud desperately need this one. They need to kick a couple in a row. But they need this bloke to get his hands on the footy a whole lot more. So he comes in. He's usually a beautiful kick of the footy. That's no exception. He's kicked it through for a goal. They move on to 2 straight 12. Dromana 7-5-47. That's on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. You're listening to RPP, the voice of Peninsula football.
Are you concerned for your family about the use of toxic chemicals by pest controllers? You'll need to think very seriously about Plug-in Pest Free, the environmentally responsible approach to the control of rats and mice and cockroaches. Pest Free has been scientifically tested. It's Australian-made, and it's consumer-proven since 1995. Order your pest-free unit today for only $99.95 and receive 2 years free warranty and 30-day money-back guarantee. Call 4969 5515 or visit pestfree.com.au.
Station sponsor.
99.95 as Ryan Spooner kicks the ball up inside 50 again. Schultz held on to Naratsaglu on that occasion, and the umpire said nothing. So, it's unbelievable sometimes that forwards get free kicks when backmen defend by even a slight hold, but yet a forward can hold a backman when they're trying to run clear of the footy. Just got to shore things up there. Let's get a little bit of consistency. We see it all the time. That was clumsy there by O'Neill. Almost gave away the free kick. In fact, he did. And Gavin Artico just starting to lose some patience in front of us with Luke O'Neill. He's been outmarked twice when he should have punched, and he just gave away a sloppy free kick. Beau McMurray over the back, going there is Bacon. Ratsaglu's got the footy, tried to run off. Umpire said you can throw the ball in. The white line beat them, and we've played 10.5 minutes in this second quarter. Dromana, as we said, 7-5-47. Lead Rosebud 2 straight 12. That is on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
Just on that Bendigo Bank replay vision, Towie, that previous kick to, the free to Ben Schultz, that was definitely a hold. So just replayed that on the replay screen. So that's what it was.
Nice work there. Short pass, just making sure that he's getting the replays going there this afternoon as the ball goes up towards the defensive
Hunter.
50 there for Dromana. Adam Hunter grabs it, kicks it up there towards centre half forward. It wasn't a great kick. He didn't give his teammate there in Banks any chance. Banks just
there's an ankle.
He kept going too, Banks, didn't he? That was terrific play.
Great
goes
kick.
Across the face. That's a wonderful kick. That was Kingy's voice then you heard. Kicks it inside 50. There he is, Mincho, the little champ. He takes the mark about 35 metres out directly in front.
O'Neill coming off, Towie. It'll be interesting to see what Gav says to the big fella.
It will. Let's keep our ears to the ground on that one.
What would that help, Towie?
Pardon?
Having our ears to the ground. What's that?
Well, it's just a figure of speech, short pass.
All right. I would have thought you wouldn't hear anything if you didn't have your...
Well, we've got our earphones on and we're behind glass, so we won't hear all that much. As Minchington kicks it through for a minor score. Around the grounds, thanks to Jim's Test and Tag. Sorrento 3-4-22, Rye 1-5-11. Frankston Bombers 4-5-29 leading Hastings 2 goals 3-15. Pearsdale 9-5-59 leading Red Hill 1 behind. And Somerville 7-4-46 doing the job on Devon Meadows 2-3-15. We're back in the centre of the ground again here. Good work there by Baker. Gave a handball to Rose. Rose kicks it up there towards centre half forward. Lockie Armstrong got rid of his opponent. Umpire was caught out. Didn't see it. Comes towards Giarusso. Little short pass was nice.
That's better by Schultz.
Schultz on the lead. We like him on the lead. He's much better on the lead. And he took the mark about 25 metres out, slide angle, kicking into the breeze.
In the breeze.
On that side of the ground.
Looks a little proppy at the moment, Schultz. As you said, Towie, he hasn't come running out of that forward square, but it was good to see him on the move then. So hopefully he's looking a bit up and about, and they can start coming back on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
Well, they need 2 in a row, and he's got 2 in a row. I reckon he's just looking for a couple of little hands to slap because he wants to celebrate. No one went to him initially, and he had to chase them all down, and eventually he's getting them now. But they move on to a 3 goals straight, 18. Dromana 7-6-48, and they're just staying in the ball game at this stage.
Yeah, they are. It's good to see that that the Buds are coming back. They're looking like they're coming out to play football now. So it'll be interesting to see how the Tigers reply to that. But he's still a little bit far behind. They definitely need to kick the next 2 again. And look, accuracy for this swirling wind's looking pretty good too, with 3 straight goals, 18.
3 goals of the last 5 they've kicked. Good work there. There's no ruckman in the centre of the ground then. I'm not sure what happened there from Rosebud, but Baker didn't even get near it. Yeah. Coming out there was Schultz again. They're laying some good pressure here. We've got some work to do here as Ricky Johnson kicks the ball out. Almost cleared Bancroft. Getting there is Payne.
That's hold.
Brenton Payne.
Yeah, he's been paid.
He has. Hold. So Brenton Payne's got the free kick. Defensive 50. Well, not defensive 50, it's attacking 50 over that side of the ground. So Brenton Payne goes in short now. Wasn't his greatest kick. They've got some forward players at the fall of the ball. Aaron Rose got a little handball out. They need to get the cavalry here. Handball out was good. Ricky Johnson, usually pretty good in these situations.
Just out by himself.
Kicks the ball out towards the wing position. Good work there by Hunter. He gave one off. Jack Jarman gave him a couple to go on with as well. I reckon there's at one point in time in that tackle where Adam Hunter thought, I'm not going to worry about getting rid of this footy. Let's go toe-to-toe right now. As Michael Falconer got the handball out. Good work there by Slocum. Kicks the ball up towards half forward. Davidge comes out. Brun's there as well. Just threw one back. Almost knocked Davidge's head clean off his shoulders. There he is.
Move it on now.
Payne gave it to Rose. Rosebud just looking a little bit better at the moment.
Yeah, they are.
As they kick the ball in towards 50, but coming out and taking the mark there was Michael Hunter. So there's not a lot of movement. That's not a great kick, but he's got enough purchase on it. And, well, that was a bit ambitious there. That's Cade Williams, who, with the pretty boots.
Wow.
Goes
I've
in
not
short,
seen anything like
gives it there to Adam Hunter. Adam Hunter gives it to Ryan Slocum. So Slocum's got the ball in the centre of the ground, wants to move it quickly, does so now, goes out towards Minchington. Also out there was Gormley. Minchington's going in hard for the footy, almost got his head ripped off. And that's against McDonald there.
Freeze to mention, calling him back.
So Brad McDonald just giving away a free kick. Zealous in the attack of the footy on that occasion. Wants to go in short. He's got Waddell, who's got the stick. He was always going to take that mark, Daniel Waddell.
Just letting him know too.
He is too. Just letting Giarusso know all about that.
Yep.
And
I am too good. I'm going to take this mark over your head, and that's what I did.
So he's going to have to start this ball extremely left. And just work it through. So he's almost got to aim for the left point post to get this one through. The wind is a bit of a twirly one. So this to kick a goal, and he has done exactly what I said not to do, and that is start the ball towards the goals, and it just went across the face. So eventually it's rushed through for a minor score, so it's 7-7-49. Rosebud 3 goals straight 18. That's on the York Community Bank. Guess what bank? Bendigo Bank.
Bendigo Bank every day of the week, Toey.
Scoreboard. So I've only added the 2 goals in this quarter, Dromana. Rosebud have booted 3, of course. Trying to claim a mark. Ongarello goes back. Giarusso finds Brenton Payne. Brenton Payne kicks the ball up towards the wing position. Almost got his head ripped off there. Short pass, saw it. Surely the umpire was a metre away, could have seen it as well. Spills out, comes to Michael Hunter. So Michael Hunter wants to go across the face of the ground. Gertz, it's Sam. Is it? Or is it Daniel? It's Daniel. Comes out there towards Minchington. Minchington gives it to Clark. Clark goes up the line looking for Gormley. Wasn't a great kick.
Panicked.
Matthew.
He got stripped of the ball.
He did. Free kick against him. Toby Banks, great forward pressure once again. So Toby Banks, he's got Brun short. He's still got Brun there. He needs to go to him now. He's got to go long. He's got the ball at 50, far too far out to score. Kicks the ball up towards the square. Brun's out position. Going to the back of the pack. The ball spills over. And the ball goes, no, Falconer's coming off the ground. It was Hutchinson. So through for a minor score. 7 goals, 8-50, Dromana. Rosebud 3 goals straight, 18. Inside 50s in this quarter. Kingy.
Inside 50s, 8 apiece.
Oh, so Rosebud certainly coming back into this contest. Clearances also. How many clearances thanks to Pest Free?
Clearances 1 to 3. Rosebud's leading that.
Okay, and the rodents. How many rodents? Leading rodent winner on the ground?
Matty Payne's got 15 for the game. For this quarter, Toby Banks has got 5.
Okay, so good work there by Banks. Great work there by, it was Big Baker in the ruck. Got the handball out, comes it to
Quick to
Mitchington.
move it.
Mitchington gave it to Wheeler. Wheeler goes inside 50 again. Their entries inside 50 have been wasted in this quarter. The ball comes out there towards Jarman. Jarman needs some support. Gets it now there from McDonald. McDonald kicks it up there towards the half-forward line. Schultz comes out. Didn't go hard enough at the footy. His second effort wasn't great.
Yeah.
The umpires found a free
Advantage.
kick. Comes
No,
there towards
advantage.
Naratsaglu. Naratsaglu's got the ball now. That's Matty Naratsaglu as he kicks it up towards half-forward.
just got
Terrific work
ripped to the
there.
ball. Plays on.
It was Gormley who kicked the
Gormley.
goal. Terrific work. Kicks goal number 8 for Dromana. Kicks goal number 11 of the match, and he's got a couple himself. No, he hasn't. He's only got the one. So great work there by Daniel Gormley. But their entries inside 50 at the moment, not great.
No, look, not great. But I reckon, Towie, that comes with the breeze as well, because it is a very, very strong breeze out there. Definitely done better than what the Buds have done. It's just looking a little bit, just.
What are you worried about, Phil?
No, well, look, I mean,
You need to give special comments, not just look at me and go,
I'm lost for words, Towie, because I would have liked.
Since when?
I would have liked to have seen the Buds just do a little bit better with this breeze, and hasn't come about. Tigers just too strong.
Yeah, you're right. As the ball comes out there towards half-forward again, there's Gormley, the magician, just trying to get the footy out. Eventually it does. Dromana have just answered the challenge here. You could sense, couldn't you, when Rosebud kicked the 3 goals straight, that they were getting their tails up, but Dromana have responded well.
Look, Towie, it was always going to happen, I think, and that, as I mentioned previously, Dromana at this point of the season can't allow a team to do that to them. They need to go into the finals knowing that they can come back, and that's what they've done against the Buds, that's for sure, with putting the 3 goals on.
Yep, they have.
Yeah.
20 and a half gone, second quarter. Lewis gets the tap in the ruck. McDonald gets besieged upon there by Ryan Slocum, the vice-captain for the Tigers. And the umpire says, give it back to me. We'll start again. A little bit of handiwork being done off the footy there. Daniel Lee's in there. Also is Chris Jew.
Oh, and he's just absolutely poleaxed him.
Bit of payback.
It was.
There was a lot of payback.
He just absolutely ran through him then. No eyes for the ball.
Goes to Cleve. Cleve kicks it to Johnson, and Ricky Johnson
He's
takes
just
the
gonna
mark.
hold it up.
Just running back from half back, and Baker needed to go with him on that occasion, gave him too much latitude, and he takes a uncontested mark. Too far out to score, Ricky
Yeah.
J. You're a magnificent kick of the footy, but you're not this good, mate. The captain of Dromana wants to unload.
Kiwi.
He does. Hasn't got the journey. Yes, it got the journey. Just didn't get the accuracy.
Nah.
8 goals, 9.57 Dromana. Rosebud 3 goals, 18. Inside 50s in this opening quarter thanks to Pestbury. Kingy.
Dromana has had 10 to Rosebud's 8.
Okay, so just getting their noses in front now, the Tigers, or the snouts. Tigers
They're
have snouts.
No,
Tigers
pigs have snouts, don't
What Tigers have?
they? Tigers have noses.
Here's a lady just in front of us here trying to get the attention of one of the players, just waving she is. Not sure what she's doing there. But I'm not sure that the players are going to be looking on the grandstands, just looking at the moment. Hi, we'll talk to you as well. How are you going? No, we're not
She
selling.
apologised.
We're
I
not
think she
selling
was-
Red Rooster chips
I
at the
think-
moment. As the ball goes inside, 50 goes to Gormley's got the sit, couldn't take the mark. Good work there by.
Oh,
Rogers.
that's high.
Almost
Oh.
got his head ripped off. Was Jude. Jude
Umpire.
goes out there towards Davidge. Davidge around the corner, went over the head of Lockie Armstrong. They got the numbers back here. There he is. Ricky Johnson goes in short,
Great
keeps
catch.
the ball long. It was a terrific king, as you heard from Kingy. Goes inside 50 now, looking for Banks. Big punch away. 2 Dromana players ran into each other. Great work there by Clark. Comes down towards Cleve. He's got a couple to beat. Goes off the ground, was good.
Needs to
Davidge
kick
there
it
for
long.
Rosebud. He got his foot confused with the ground, and it hit the ground instead of his foot, and eventually McDonald comes out, gave it to Payne. Payne gave it to Rose. Rose kicks it to Schultz, and Schultz has
that was
got
a
an open
beautiful
goal
kick.
square here. He
no
needs to
one.
go back and unload. He's a beautiful kick of the footy. Schultz goes long, goes. It hit the deck.
And
hit-
absolutely just at a right angle flipped and went through for a goal.
And that's goal number 3 for the quarter for him. Great work there by Ben Schultz. He's kicked 3 goals. That's goal number 4 for Rosebud. We asked him to do something in this quarter, Ben Schultz, and he stood up and done exactly that. Looks so much better on the lead when he's attacking the footy.
Yeah, definitely, Towie.
And he helps his side kick their 4th goal. So they move on to 4 straight. 24, Dromana 8-9, 57. We've played 23 and a half minutes in this second quarter.
And I don't know, Towie, if you've noticed, but it's getting quite physical out there. Rosebud want to let the Tigers know that they're here to play, and that's definitely what they're starting to do.
Great work there by Adam Hunter and Falconer. Adam Hunter from 50 unloads, kicks the ball long. It's going to hold up in the breeze, keeps his feet there. Banks, no, he couldn't in the end. Crimmage with him. And the ball goes over the line out of bounds, right forward pocket. Terrific centre work clearance there from Falconer and who kicked the ball? Adam Hunter.
Just 2 possessions in the forward from the centre of the ground to the forward pocket, Towie. That's how you play footy.
How many for Toby Banks in this quarter?
Toby Banks has had 5 this quarter.
So the ball goes up. Good work there by Falconer again to tap the ball backwards, going without it. Good work, McDonald tried to get a clearing kick. Bancroft went without it. Banks dives on top of it, gives a handball out to Clark. Contested footy, it's hard at the minute. Jane Ratzaglu punches it just forward. Bo McBunny overrun it. Good handball out there from Brunn. Goes towards Waddell. Waddell goes with a left foot kick, goes towards Daniel Lee. He's got a couple to beat. Dived on top of the footy. They went over the top of him. Great work there it was by Matty Payne to avoid giving away a free kick.
Absolutely, and nearly snapping his legs at the same time, Towie.
Important player he is as Cade Williams comes for a rest off the ground. Boundary throw in. Good work there by Lewis. Comes out there towards Hunter. Sold some candies through the traffic. Falconer, right foot, snap for goal. Hits the timber work. So they move to 8 goals, 10-58. The opposition, that's Rosebud this afternoon, 4 goals straight, 24. That's on your Community Bank Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Jim's Test and Tag bringing us all the action this afternoon. And Pestfree looking after us with the statistics. Good work there by Adam Hunter. Stood his ground. Took the mark out in front. Wants to go wide. He does now. I'm not sure that it was the greatest option, but great work there by Michael Hunter. If he didn't take the mark, it was a free kick against Ryan Spooner. So Michael Hunter's got the footy too far out to score, you would suspect. Ryan Spooner's on the mark. He's probably about 45 metres out. Bo McMurray wants it around the back. He gives it to him now. Bo McMurray unloads. That's a beautiful
kick.
That is a tremendous kick there by Bo McMurray. And what did we say? Aim it to the left.
Absolutely. That was going...
It will come around and go through the goals, and it did.
That was going out of bounds on the full, Towie, and that just come around beautifully. He obviously does that at training. Just a fantastic kick of the ball. Where are we? We're going from country to country here.
Oh, yes. That's Jiminy Cricket you can hear there. From New Zealand. So we're back in the middle of the ground again. It's Michael Falconer versus Paul Lewis. Lewis rested last week with a quad injury, but he looks all right this afternoon. Wood at the fall of the ball gave it to Hutchison. Hutchison kicks it up towards the 50-metre line. Brunn's got to go. He's got Rogers on his hammer. Eventually comes out to Brenton Payne. Just push the ball out. Now he gets a handball to his brother there in Matty. Matty's kick, Payne was smothered. Great pickup it was there from Sean Clark. Ball's got to sit for Waddell. Gets a handball out, was good. Wood dodges right, dodges left, goes towards Bo McMurray. Right foot snap around the corner. Oh, the ball didn't sit very well there for Wheeler. Banks gets a handball off to Brun, who kicks a goal.
Brun.
Wonderful work there from the Tigers again. They move to 10-10-70. The opposition, Rosebud, 4 goals straight, 24. You're listening to RPP, the voice of Peninsula football.
When you're working in the garden, you need tough, reliable tools that won't let you down. That's why Hastings mowers stock quality brands like Honda, Echo, Toro, Cox, Husqvarna and Shindaiwa. With a huge range of mowers, brush cutters, chainsaws, shredders, pumps and generators in store. For quality equipment and excellent service, call into our sponsor Hastings Mowers Superstore at 2013 Frankston Flinders Road, Hastings.
RPFM sponsor.
Centre of the ground, Boyington needs to get his hands on the footy. How many rodents for Glenn Boyington?
Glenn Boyington has only had 4.
Yeah.
4. Needs to get his hands on the
Yeah,
footy.
he does.
Boyington in a half a footy. He needs to do more playing in the middle of the ground. Ball goes up towards Banks. He got one around the
He
chops.
did.
Probably should have got a free kick. There he is again. Matty Payne got a handball out. They're still in danger though. Wheeler sweeping handball
Great
to Cleve.
handball.
Gave it there
Look
to
at
Gormley.
this.
Gormley kicks an easy goal. Great teamwork through the middle of the ground. Didn't panic at any stage, the Tigers. And the ball ends up with Gormley, who kicks goal number 3.
Just really swift with their ball movement, Towie. They're just letting the Buds know that they're going to be playing finals footy. Just impressive team to watch. They really are. Just as I mentioned, their ball movement across the ground, so quick. Their spread, fantastic play. Great goal by Bromley.
Yeah, it was Gormley.
Gormley.
So we're back in the centre of the ground once again. Falconer up against Lewis. Falconer got the early jump. There's Boyington there. He got a little handball out. It wasn't a great handball, though, as far as Clark. Clark gave it there towards Wheeler. Wheeler dodged weave. Gets a handball backwards. He's got Minchington. So they've been very, very good of going backwards and protecting. Good work there by Minchington now. Kicks the ball into the centre. Not a great kick. Was a very, very poor option. Taking the mark there. Well, not mark, but grabbing the ball was due. Kicked it inside 50 for Rosebud. Ongarello gets back. Ricky Johnson. He's got Minchington short. Goes to him now. He's got Clark it is, who's got the ball now on the wing position. Clark kicks the ball up towards half forward. Banks has got a couple to beat. Gormley fell over at the critical moment. Good work, Chris Dew. Kicked the ball up towards the wing position. Minchington. He's got a couple to beat. Good work there by Ungarello. This has got to be a good kick. Kicked it across the face of goal. It was a wonderful kick there by Minchington. Gave it to Jay Naratsoglu. What can he do? He's got some support out wide, and that's Jay Hutchison who takes the mark. Half back line, outer side of the ground. His side leads 76-24 against the Buds. As the ball goes in short, Falconer's got to go. He needs some support. And eventually the siren goes. So a little bit of work to do for Rosebud at half-time. But also, Dromana, just as good as they have been in certain spurts, they'd let themselves down at times as well. So some fine-tuning for them to do as well. But it's half-time. We'll go to a break as the Oz kickers come on the ground. And we'll be back with the half-time wrap. And Adam short past Kelly is going to do an interview with the great man himself from the Your Community Bank, Bendigo Bank. You're listening to RPP, the voice of Peninsula Football.